Hi everybody. Wow. Kind of a weird angle. I fucked with it or whatever. Okay. Good man. Still kind of a weird angle, but that's right. Anyway, hi. How's everybody doing? Happy sunscreen day. Um Hope everyone celebrated appropriately. Um I actually got all of my warm-up stuff open really fast. Hey man, I'm having a pretty good day. Memorial Day? Sunscreen day? Really can't complain. Hope you're doing well as well. I don't know if you have Memorial Day or not, but I hope it was good. I don't really we don't really do anything for Memorial Day, but it's always like close to my parents' birthdays. So we typically fuck around for that. Um so I was over at my grandparents' house and we had hot dogs and burgers, of course, which was pretty sick. Okay, shut the fuck up for a second. The bank today, but I can tell you what for. It happens with the best of us. Big, big what? Okay, I was like, might be something I am unfamiliar with, but we'll just run with it. Bank holidays are always a slay because there's like a 50-50 shot you get the day off, which is what happened today for me. And since I used to be a uh that feels a little much. That's fine. Um, but when I used to work at a pizza place, and so it was um very rare that I'd get the day off. Oh, that is not what I wanted at all. Um, but now I work at a library for a school, and so like I have a better chance of getting the day off um than I did at this pizza place. There was a couple times where we closed on a holiday because so few people wanted to work on the holiday. And so we couldn't handle it. It was very funny. Um uh but shout out to all the fuck ass teenagers who refused to show up for shit like prom and stuff. Um cuz they didn't want to. So true. I love a good I yearn for the general strike. Put time and date and I'm so fucking there. Um cuz I general strike for a 4-day work week. 32 hours should be full time. And I stand by that. I I follow a bunch of unions on Twitter and shit. And I think Sean Fain, the United Auto Worker guy, um he is calling for a general strike. I think um next year on May Day, which is so I don't know that the word will get out or anything, but I appreciate his the spirit. He's certainly got it. Um can't kill a guy for trying. Um no, it needs to be higher. Your country needs some kind of revolution. We it is pretty bad. I it's definitely an issue with uh class consciousness, we don't have a whole lot of it. Um, in labor, we are not a community oriented country. I've been so I'm taking political science in tandem with human growth and development, um, which is basically just the psychology of how people grow up is all the classes so far, and a little bit of like the physical element of it as well. Not too much. It's mostly the psychology side because my teacher has like a psychology PhD or some shit. But taking those two classes side by side with each other has been really interesting because both talk a lot about like um how America is a very individualistic like culture and how a lot of other countries don't feel that way. Um and which is unfortunately very foreign to me. Um cuz I love the idea of everyone being chill with paying their taxes for the greater good and shit like that. Um but we don't think that way. Because we're so focused on the individual and not the country or the greater good as a whole. And I think that's it's I'm not gonna run around saying that like this is like the reason why we won't have a revolution or whatever, but I do think a part of the problem is definitely that individualistic mentality. And if you do not feel compassion for your neighbor who has less than you, it's probably pretty unlikely that um the people who are doing okay are ever going to band together and um get it done. Um a revolution or whatever. Um but and it's also hard to fathom how that mentality could be changed because of how like deeply baked it is into our way of thinking. UK is starting to become like that. I hate it. There's still some resistance though, but I do genuinely feel sorry for you guys. For those of you that clearly don't like that kind of thing, anyway. Yeah, I. It does feel like it's becoming more common in other countries, like this individualistic kind of thing. Um, and so I'm sorry. It's spreading. That fucking sucks so bad. Um, and yeah. It's there's certainly a I get it. We all need to be more like the French. So three-way right. So true. It's too bad the French kind of suck. um, no, I wish we were like that. Like they were like, "Oh, our retirement age is going up. Why don't you fucking kill yourself?" Um the another problem is a lot of these riots are like racialized. Um where like it would be in the interest of everyone if the police did a little less murder. Um but instead it's like, oh well that's only a black people problem, so who cares? And it's like, oh well, the cops still kill white people. And so like there's like a culture war um element to it where it's like, oh, this isn't my problem because I'm normal or whatever. Do that? No, not really. Um, like there's nothing to feel unsafe doing or being really. To at least to what I've noticed. And like all the people who are like frothing at the mouth for like Walgreens, and they're just like, you can't steal from Walgreens. That's naughty. And it's like, what if I don't care about Walgreens? What then? But of course, all these fucking freaks are like, stealing is bad and wrong. And it's like, sure, but have you considered not getting food for your, not being able to feed your children is also bad. And that's all they're trying to do. And if we tried to fix that, maybe people would have to steal a little less. Not to get too crazy with it. Oh no, exactly. It's like, they must be so sad that they lost their $30. Oh, you mean they made that back in like 3 seconds? Oh, okay. It's like, ugh. The third class I'm taking is environmental issues, which has been a blast. In regards to taking like very heavy classes all at the same time. Like political science is heavy in the sense that like a lot of there's like a lot of comparison between left and right and blah blah blah. Luckily I don't have to interact with any of my classmates, because I think if it's so far all it's been has been writing assignments. Fuck, I forgot to do one. Well, anyway, it's quizzes and writing assignments. So the only motherfucker I'm ever interacting with is my teacher, and he's being suspiciously normal. Like, he doesn't argue with me or anything, which is good. But I sense a libertarian skew, which I can't say I'm a fan of. But with environmental issues, the whole class is talking about, hi, how are you? But the whole class is talking about, you know, the environment and how to fix it and blah, blah, blah. And it's becoming increasingly clear to me, that we don't take care of, like, obviously I knew that, we weren't doing a good job with the environment, but it's becoming increasingly clear that we don't do enough on several fronts. I'm doing pretty good. Just chilling. How are you? Oh, wait, I already said that. Never mind. Happy to hear you're good. Happy sunscreen day. But the water cycle, right? I'm about to get like really annoying. The water cycle. Turns out there is more than one cycle, which I'm not super sciencey, so this is like new to me personally, but there's the water and there's obviously more fucking cycles in this, but I've learned 3 more cycles. The water cycle, the carbon cycle, the nitrogen cycle, and the phosphorus cycle. And so the phosphorus cycle, because we're using fertilizer, we're fucking up the nitrogen cycle. So true. Slay. We're fucking up the phosphorus cycle is fertilizer. Or is it the nitrogen cycle? Shit. I think phosphorus is the fertilizer. Nitrogen is something else. I don't fucking remember what nitrogen is. And then carbon is obviously like cars and shit. Okay, and deforestation's a big one. So turns out deforestation is a fucking huge ass problem. Obviously everybody knows that it's like the number one thing people talk about on like Earth Day or fucking whatever, right? It's like deforestation is a huge problem, and it's like after a certain point you become desensitized to that like mentality or like idea because it's like all anyone ever talks about regarding the environment. You're like, well, surely there has to be other elements to this. And there is. But deforestation is connected to all the other elements. The um carbon is released by chopping down and then burning trees. Which I did not know. That was part. I just carbon to me was just like a general like problem. I didn't really understand the reason why it was an issue. I just generally believed people when they said it was bad that we were emitting so much. Which feels like an okay mentality to have. It's like if a scientist comes up to you and says, when carbon is emitted in the atmosphere, that's bad. I'm so on board. The scientist is telling me it's a bad thing. Say no more, dude. I'm with you. Um but um the fucking nitrogen I had no idea about. Turns out that's another greenhouse gas. And then phosphorus is something else. I don't remember what specifically phosphorus does. But like it's so much worse than carbon being the only problem we've got. Um and so finding that out, it was like, "Oh, okay, cool. Um that's cool. That's nice. Happy to hear that we have more to worry about." Um and it feels like the only thing we ever really pay attention to government wise is the carbon stuff. Like with like carbon taxes and carbon credits and blah 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 blah. But there's other shit. It's hard to get. Yeah. And like the whole we don't need that. Like COVID being a big um a big thing. And it's weird because everyone who denies the science of like vaccines or whatever tries to reference other science, so they know inherently that science is trustworthy. It's just that they don't care or pay attention to the sources that they're listening to. It's very weird. Like everyone gut instinct science good. No one is like a science hater or they hate science. They hate like the woke cultural side of science. They don't like the transgenderification of science, if you will. And like it's just very bizarre that everyone wants to believe in science but chooses the wrong science, and it's like not trustworthy, and it's clear that it's not trustworthy. Religious isn't that's a good point. Totally forgot people are religious. I'm mentally ill like that. Um but yeah, it's what a world we live in. The the religious elements of things is always something that I don't ever understand. Just cuz I'm not religious myself. It's just not something that I'm super tuned in on. Like religion as a concept I think is extremely interesting and I like to learn about it. Um but people's motivations to believe in it is very bizarre to me. And I'm like no like if you are a religion enjoyer, hey, happy for you, man. But I don't get it. Um, but then again, like hey, my drawing moved. Get the fuck back down there. Um, I they're mostly atheists here, so these really in the UK. You said didn't know that. I I never really because Christianity is so like pre-baked into American culture, and it's like to a degree it makes sense, but like the other half is it's like okay, the country was basically founded on religious freedom. Not okay in the other than Muslim communities. Interesting. Like we've got a bunch of shit, but I guess we're a big ass country, so that kind of makes sense. But um um but yeah, we are all pretty much all over the place. But it's mostly Christianity. Um because of how much of it and it I started reading this pretty cool book um called shit, what was it called? Kingdom Coming, remembered. And it was written in um 2008 ish. So it's the book is on the older side. Um but um um the book is just talking about the Christian nationalism and like it wiggling its way into the limelight and how like it started in I forget the 80s or some shit. I don't remember. Um um and maybe not the 80s, but 70s, 80s, I don't remember. But like the one of the most I didn't get very far in the book because I have the attention span of a fucking goldfish. But one of the parts of the book that fucking ruined my goddamn life was the book literally I'm just being honest. Um literally goldfish. It's simply the truth. I read for 10 minutes every night. I'm nowhere fucking near. It's a book for class and it's a fast class. We're halfway done next week. Or is it this week? I don't remember. Point is that around this time next month I will be done with the classes. So about halfway finished. And I am about like 15% of the way done with The Golden Spruce, the book that I'm required to read for my environmental issues class. And don't get me wrong, once I start reading, I could keep going, but it's like fucking 1 p.m. I mean AM, and I have to go to bed cuz I refuse to read um until I'm tucked in bed. And it's pretty bad. But anyway, Christian nationalism, the Kingdom Coming book. Um I'm going to throw the likes on. Um but Kingdom Coming was talking about Roe v. Wade. Who doesn't love Roe v. Wade, right? The abortion Supreme Court case. Pro-abortion. And that case was the 70s. I don't remember what year specifically, but it was the big Supreme Court part that was in the 70s. And so the the Kingdom Coming book mentioned how the right has always been planning on mobilizing, and is and has been like planning on overturning Roe v. Wade basically since it was passed in the first place. Shit! Thank you so much for the sub, dude. Wow. That is so kind of you. But um the right has been mobilized ever since it was, put in place to overturn the damn thing. Thank you so much. I am honored. Um but they've been planning it this whole fucking time. And this book, like, writes out for you to literally read back in 2008 that this is happening. And the fucking bitch-ass Democratic Party sit on their hands ass party just didn't do anything. They just let it get overturned. So now it's everybody's fucking problem. And, like, again, I haven't read much more of the book. And I'd like to. It's sitting out in the living room right now. And Christianity and Christian nationalism and the differences between the two, are really interesting because, like, evangelists are fucking, like, whoa. They're bonkers, and that's kind of where the Christian nationalism comes from. A little bit, I don't feel like starting with the fan. Like, the evangelists, are a pretty significant part of the Christian nationalist movement. And, like, with, what is it? I don't remember what group, anyway, yeah. I don't remember what group it is. I know it's, I don't remember what group it is, but there is a lot of Christian support for Israel, and it's weird support, right? The reason they like Israel is because they believe that Israel so true, Floss. Anyway, hi Floss, how are you? Hope you're good. But the Christian support for Israel is because they believe that once Israel takes over Jerusalem or some shit, spurs forward the second coming of Christ, and then will proceed to kill all of the Jewish people in the, what's it called? The fucking, not the reckoning. Damn it. Where all of the good holy people are, the rapture. And then they believe that the rapture will happen and then kill all of the Jewish people. So that's why they like Israel, is because Israel is a part of that, like, prophecy. So they don't like Israel because it's like, oh, it's a good place for Jewish people to be. It's a safe place for them. Or whatever. They think it'll kill them later. Like, that's what it, it's like, what are we fucking doing here? We need this for the end times. That's literally it. That's why Christians support Israel. Not all Christians, obviously. Like, just the real freaky ones. Being British and hearing our former colonies suffering the disease. It... Like, oh, man. The All-Father said it's my turn. Okay, that's so true. It's my turn. With Jerusalem. But yeah, it's just so, what are we doing here, core? If you will. And I it's just, scary that some of the people that think this way are like running the country. And it's like, okay. Um someone get these guys out of office, please. Um but of course then the other end of it is like um there the presidential election, man. People, I've forgotten that Trump has been a part of this problem. The not that I fucking voted for him or anything. It's been a minute since he's been around and relevant to me. Like sure he's a piece of shit and he's weird. Um Great poster. Old-timer for sure, but he certainly caused some issues. And fear for my life, to be honest, not after they get voted in, just when I vouch for themselves. It's and you don't even mean any of it. Everything that they say. Yeah. I'm not super familiar with the politics in the UK only when significant shit pops up. Um like the Brexit and shit. That's pretty much the same boat we're in is conservatives are conservative. It's like Hitler or 99% Hitler. Is Biden and Trump. And the fact that one is watching the two of them try to say why they deserve the nuclear codes. So true, dude. It's pretty nasty out there. And it makes me sick to my stomach that these are the only options that will actually get anywhere. Like, sure, I can lie to myself and say, haha, LMAO, I'm gonna vote for some, third party guy, but who cares? It doesn't matter. Like, sure, my vote went somewhere I feel comfortable with, and he's like, whoever is in this third party isn't a super huge dipshit piece of fuck, but it doesn't matter because only 1/15 of the country has heard of who this fucking guy is. And I couldn't name a third party candidate myself. I don't know any of them. So it's like, oh, this is all I get, huh? It's just these options. And but like with all the shit that Biden's pulling, um it's hard to remember that Trump did he had a hand in um the strengthening US bonds with Israel back when he was president cuz he moved the embassy from Tel Aviv to Jerusalem, I think. And moving it from Tel Aviv was a super big political move. I don't really quite understand it, and I'm not gonna claim to know much more than that. But it, like, moving it to Jerusalem basically implied that, Israel had rights over Jerusalem, which was really fucked up on America's part, and then, spurred them forward. I get to pay or all sorts. That's it. Okay, stop. That's so fucking funny. It's basically you do vote with whatever feels close to you, or is it do you vote just to make sure one party doesn't get power? Over here, it's like people are voting for Labor just to keep conservatives out. It's really no better right now. Yeah, I I have heard no good things about the Labor Party. It's it sounds like they have a lot of the problems that the Democrats do, where they're just pussies and they don't stand up for fucking anything. And that's kind of like the major problem. Um and of course it's not like their morals are super great, but like they'll say shit and they won't mean it. And it'll just it's just a nasty cycle. Um and the cycle we could have Jeremy Corbyn. Hold on, let me Google that. Truly a small world after all. The people hate the people about it. Yeah. Oh, he's got the fuck ass hat on. Just like my okay, it was only one picture of him in a hat and I can't fucking find it anymore. Son of a bitch. Crying because we need him. Okay, he looks kind of good here. GQ. Hold on. Let me see if I can get it bigger. Probably not. Oh, that's very big. Thank you. The black and white pinup is pretty good. If this is Sam, I feel like it has to be. Okay. She doesn't leave for you. Yeah. Wow. I GQ, yeah, dude. Where's his fucking hat, man? I saw the hat. I know he has a hat. Give me the hat. This wasn't the hat I was referring to, but it's a hat. Scroll up. How far? I'll scroll slower. You tell me when. This is not the hat I was talking about either. This is the same hat as before. Crazy that he's considered radical, but like anyone left leaning was like not radical enough. And that's kind of what sucks, is because it's anyone in a position of power, for me personally, is not going to be left enough. I'm like and now I haven't read my theory yet, but I'm like, let's just start over. No more capitalism. Tired of this. And look, admittedly, not I'm becoming everything the right fears. Like, I'm reading this shit about China. I'm like, they might be cooking with that. It's like the most obscene shit you've ever heard in your life. I'm joking with myself, but like, to an extent. Damn. Okay, I guess it's just the one hat. Can exist in a capitalist society, so spending, and that's not necessarily true. Like, there are still capitalist countries with, better governments that take better care of their citizens than we do. But like, because even China has capitalist tendencies. Like, they're vibing with capitalism for now. Okay, and again, I'm just regurgitating shit from my political science textbook, but the there's like free market elements in China, and the only reason that they're allowing it, and again, this is what the book said, is because of their final goal of socialism. So they're just like, we are planning on getting rid of the free market shit later on, once we can get the proletariat on board with the socialism thing. Is what it sounds like. The at least that's what the book is kind of saying. I don't need to look at any more pictures of Jeremy Corbyn. Very sorry. Radicalism in the U.S. government is like, black people deserve. And you're like, yeah, another fucking woke liberal, or whatever. It's yeah. I just can't, like, it's nasty out here. There's people asking for food that, yeah, and that's where the individuality, like, mentality of Americans starts to come back into play, where like they don't want to pay taxes and have their taxes go towards any anyone else. I think I fucked it. Like, if they feel that their taxes should only benefit them directly, which is weird because that's not how that shit works at fucking all. And it's not how shit like insurance works either. Like, you pay more money than you need to into your insurance, and then the people who need, so like, if you pay a certain amount of money per like paycheck or whatever, you are not using that money every paycheck. you're saving it up for when you need it, or when somebody else who has the same insurance company as you needs it. And it's like taxes are kind of the same principle to my knowledge. Except instead of it going all towards healthcare related things, it's going towards the military and fucking pretty much nothing else. We have in the library this piece of paper. It's like a long strip of paper, and it shows the budget of America and how much larger the military budget is in comparison to every other sliver of stuff. And my bitch ass American government teacher said with his real God given human mouth, don't be too radical with moving the military budget around because that's not feasible. Bitch, yes it is. Like, oh, I hated him. He was like, don't be too radical. And I'm like, what if I don't care and this is a hypothetical scenario and I'm not the fucking president anyway? And this is just a game we're playing for a fucking school assignment, and you're a pussy. He pissed me off because he was like a liberal, like a centrist kind of like liberal guy, and one of the questions he asked at the beginning of the class was, who do you think would win in a fight, Ronald Reagan or a kangaroo? And most of the class was like, oh, well, a kangaroo, obviously. Kangaroos are kind of fucking scary. And so a couple of people said Reagan, I think. It doesn't really matter. It was just, again, a game that he was kind of playing. But he had the dumbest fucking answer. I think I said something along the lines of, probably the kangaroos are scary. Seen some scary kangaroo videos. They're kind of fucked up and evil. And his answer was, I think he won the battle because he talks so long and is so boring. And it's like, you're the goofiest motherfucker I've met. I'm so glad I didn't have to spend actual time in a physical classroom with that man. I think I'd have blown my brains out. My political science teacher, who I feel like is probably weirder politically, I feel like is more bearable. Because he is keeping it on the down low, which is nice. However, okay, so the way the assignments work, right, is the writing assignment, you have to answer a couple questions. Great, cool, whatever, I'll answer the questions, fine. Once you turn that shit in, he then will comment on your assignment, and like if you missed something, he'll ask you a question, kind of pushing you in the direction to answer it to prove that you know the content that he thinks you missed. That's fine. That's kind of what my American government, I'm sorry, not government, my American history teacher said to do as well. Kind of whatever. It doesn't really matter. Makes sense that I have to comment on shit. It's fine. It's just when he asks me to summarize the what was it? Israel Gaza war. I was like, okay, I feel like that's not like the greatest wording for what this is, but sure, whatever. It's a war. Sure. Fuck it. I'll play your fuck ass game, okay? And so I do my homework. I fucking make sure I get all the numbers. I cite my sources and shit, blah, blah, blah. And I summarize it for him. And he comes back, and one of the questions that he asked me was, do you think America should stop supporting um Israel in the war, and I was like, yes. Why would you fucking ask me that? Of course, I think we should stop supporting Israel in the genocide of children. What the fuck? Why would you ask me that, you stupid piece of shit? Yeah, I'm gonna give you an in-depth description of how the history actually happened, and then I'm gonna go, no, I think it's good that America's helping kill babies. I'm so happy that that's what my texts are going towards. You fucking piece of shit. Why would I ever think that? Why would anybody who did a fucking lick of research ever? But exactly, I was like, I'm sorry, I'm normal, actually. Not many people know this about me, but I take pretty average stances against child murder. But whatever. The I can only imagine what Remy has experienced, because I keep talking to him about like my uh like my different history teachers, because we went to the same school. He's a buddy of mine. Um and he took classes at the same school I go to at current. At the beginning of his degree, he just finished school, and um so so he has a lot more experience with um political science, history, blah blah blah, because he's going into like social studies teaching. History, I'm not sure what specifically he'll end up teaching, but um so I come to him with like, I'm like, help me with my assignment, please. And he can because he finished all that shit already. Um but he he talks about how like the teachers that he had were like really weird. I'm like, oh, okay, that's cool. And I can only imagine, because I feel like he probably had more in person classes than I did. Maybe not. I'm not actually 100% sure, but I feel like there's a better shot that he did. Or I might be delusional because I'm remembering like his last semester when he was like student teaching or whatever. Um, okay, drawing is fucking hard. Not many people know this, but this shit sucks. It's good. Thank you. I appreciate it. I tried to um I think I used the wrong pen for this. I think is my main issue. But the this week it's line. Like I have a wheel of things to improve on, and this week ended up being line. And I found this drawing of like a man's face, but it's like using only the most necessary lines to get the form down, so it's readable but minimal. And I am not doing very good at that particular concept. Um I am not a minimal enjoyer. Unfortunately, it is a good skill to learn. Um Despite my best efforts to avoid it up until this point. Like, I didn't need to do all that, but here we are anyway. Please, Jesus Christ. Okay. Um, Baby, you know I'm rolling. So my sister and I have been oops, shut the fuck up. We've been watching Game of Thrones, and I had never seen it before. I'm kind of a dick. Uh, I don't like watching mainstream things. And I also just didn't have any desire to see it because people had told me it was really gory and like every character under the sun dies, so I just didn't care. Me mention um but I just didn't care to see it, and also everyone was like it's so good, and I'm like what if I'm a whore and I don't care about your opinion? Um I'm a bit of a contrarian. It's a gut instinct. I'm trying to be better, but it's not going well. Um, just being honest. I like to keep it real. Um, this is the book. I haven't touched the books either, believe it or not. Um, the um, I can see why though. Because the season 8 apparently is very, very bad. Now I'd like to clarify. By me watching the show, I mean I catch every third episode. So, so I don't know what's going on. Pretty much ever. Um, like it's um I am not getting the whole experience. I'm only getting bits and pieces of it. And it's very weird to see a show that I've only ever heard about because while watching it, I found out that the two characters I thought were like super in love and fucking the whole time, um, it turns out that they only just met season 7. Which is not something that I had anticipated being the case. Um, season sorry, forgot what I just talked about. And season 7, Daniel, yes, they that was I was under impression that they were like the power couple of all time or whatever. So finding out that that's not the case was very weird for me. Um, Not that it's a bad thing. I actually don't give a fuck. I just got here. Dude, it's hilarious. I, I could in the episode we were just watching. Daenerys just gave John the ability to harvest dragon glass or whatever, and you could kind of tell that what was supposed to happen is that she was supposed to be like attracted to him is what it was the vibe I was getting is she was supposed to be attracted to him, and that was why she kind of gave him his stuff or the rights to do the mining or whatever, and but they did a really bad job acting that she was attracted to him, so it didn't read very well, but I felt like that was what they were trying to do, mainly because I know that they're supposed to fuck later. So it felt like they're trying to take a step in that direction, and they don't have a whole lot of time to waste anymore because there's only 2 seasons left. Um, but the show I wouldn't be able to tell you the difference because I just got here. Um they need to bend me over out of nowhere. That's so fucking funny. We haven't gotten that far yet, but I think that's fucking hysterical. Um the um the bending the knee shit that she's doing is also very fucking annoying. No, but you're absolutely right. The kind of embarrassing for her a little bit. Um I liked when she was chillin'. I liked her Dothraki stuff. Um, like when she was kicking it there. Her whole since Khal Drogo is dead, I'll never truly love it. Oh my god, my nephew. Funny how that works out, isn't it? I and in their defense, they don't know, but it's like, did they there's Shona Taylor, I swear, which is so weird because she was like when we were watching season 2, 3. I missed most of season 4, if not all of it, or did I? You know what? I don't know what I've seen. I couldn't fucking tell you. It wasn't all of it. Season 1 I missed most of. I saw like maybe 30 seconds of the Sean Bean, um, who apparently voices, who does the narration for Civ 6, which is fucking awesome. Um, I love that. I'm happy for him there. Um, but that was pretty much it. I think I saw. Oh, I saw. Okay, I saw the first episode because Grace and I had done the bean. So true. Um, we had done this stupid little game or whatever where we watched the first episode of uh season 1 and then the last episode of season 8. So the first and last episode. Um, and it was very fucking funny to do things that way. Um, because I didn't know anything that was going on. And that was the first time Grace had seen the end of the show. And she loved it. She loved the end of the show. And I was like, I'm happy to be here because I didn't know what was going on. You watched a lot of 2 and 3, some of 4, lots of 5, half of 6, and I'm struggling with season 7. I don't say I'm struggling, I'm just here for the ride. I'm just minding my business. Um, I So I got distracted. So you saw the red one? Yes, I did. Which was generally insignificant to me. I mean, I was surprised. Like, don't get me wrong. I was like, what? Because I didn't expect that to happen. I was pretty lulled into a sense of security, but I didn't know much of the significance of the characters that were dying. I liked Rob. I think he was one of the ones who was there. Because he was hot. But that was about the only reason I was upset, was because he was attractive and they also killed a pregnant woman. I was like, what the fuck? I pretend that if I don't finish it, it never ended like that. Me at Yakuza 0, probably. Or Kiwami. I don't know. I might finish 0. We'll see. Lily Mellon and was tormented John running off. This lets it like gay people. And it's an objectively not great ending for John. A very from let's just take what we can get. Don't you think? Like we should be thankful for the gifts we have been granted. I really wanted to get the red one again. I was just trying to warn you. And you know, all in all, I do appreciate that you didn't. It was a very crazy ass scene to have experienced, even if I don't understand completely like all of the ramifications. It was so you will get the German love affair. Oh shit, the books aren't done, are they? I hope we do, to be honest. Grace was reading like a section of the book where he was like describing a male prostitute as like pretty as a girl, and I was like, Okay, just a little push over the edge. Um, Probably will never to be done, to be honest. That sounds like a series I will never fucking rate then. So I watched it raw, no fucking word. I was like, oh, yeah, it was crazy. I um experiencing it that way was really really cool. I sad she died, the mom character, especially considering literally all of her children are alive. Were alive. Goodbye, secret third son or whatever. I don't want to listen to this. It's not Halloween right now. Oh fuck! I have to run an ad. It's hot in here anyway, so I'll be right back. Six. Yet again, the Torment Love Affair. Let's go. He has some defeat. That's extremely attractive. The fanfiction is sitting in my open tabs on my phone. Don't fucking tempt me, dude. Don't. I'll fucking crack it open while I'm on an ad break. So be fucking careful. Okay, I will be right back after an ad. Everybody sit tight. I will return shortly. Okay, I'm back now. We're gonna play. What did it happen? I tried to pretend that it happened, but then I was trying. Thank you. It is good to be back. Happy to catch up on everyone's chats. Chats that I understand. I was just kidding. I actually do understand. Uh, I love to joke. Ha 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 ha. Right, chat? Fooling around took me to the jail. Oh, me and it's so mine. House of the Dragon, my baby girl. Can't wait to see. You know, I'm also excited for season 2. If I watch it for real or vicariously through you, um, I'd say it'll be well worth the wait. Me. The what we used to do. We gotta get you in there. Damn. I I the first season, what we had done is we would be at work on Monday because it'd come out at like 9 p.m. on a Sunday or some shit. I too like so Dragons after miscommunication. Wow. The whole show. Happy for them. They love war. Um but we would talk about the entire episode um from the um the Sunday prior during our shift at work. Which was always a treat, I think. Now I get to watch it for real. Yippee! You're so scared and all alone. Don't have very long. You can just the rest of us. Damn. Maybe I'll escape next time. I do love fucking around. So as you know, I haven't actually seen every episode. I've only seen bits and pieces, and the same is true of the first House of Dragons season. Now, I do manage to obtain information as I am watching the show. One of the scenes we had been watching, I don't remember what fucking season it was, but it was an Arya scene. And I like Arya. I was like, slay. She's in Multiverses, the only thing I know her from. As going in. And so love her. So she was like in a weird like port town or some shit. She just got there and she was fucking around with some freaky face people. I don't really know. I just got here. And so she's um uh she's I think selling something like fish or whatever, and someone gets off a boat and she's like, "Oh my god." And so she stops what she's doing and like stares at this guy. And I, as a bit of a joke for myself, threw out a name on her list. Because I had caught parts with her and the Hound, and she's like listing the people that she wants to kill or whatever. And so I had caught bits and pieces of the list. And so I go, "Oh, is that Mirren Trant?" when maybe like 20 minutes prior to this, Grace points at that character and goes, "Who's that?" And I go, I because I was more familiar with House of the Dragon first, I mixed up Rhaenyra and Daenerys' names and combined them into Daenerys, very frequently. And so I have a lot of trouble remembering all these fuck-ass medieval names. So the fact that I pulled Mirren Trant from my ass ruined Grace's life, which is so fucking funny. Um, Especially because it was first and last name, and I actually don't know anything. I still remember. And I'm gonna be completely upfront with you. I had no clue who this fucking guy was. Never seen him before. I just remembered one name on Arya's list, and that happened to be the guy that showed up. And then he died later because he was a fucking pedophile. So thank God he died. Good night, bitch. Hate your ass. Get well soon in hell. The the show is not only weird in the I kill people and incest way, it's also just like generally weird toward women in general because I swear to God, every other season it was I was like, yes, my favorite character, Mirren Trent. As a result of only seeing a few characters and some of them I only ever saw their better moments, I have a very skewed perception of a lot of the characters in the show. So if you asked me who my favorite character was a few days ago, I probably would have told you Tywin, I believe, the fuck ass dickhead hand guy, I think. And now everyone doesn't seem to like him very much because he's a fucking asshole. Me, though, I never saw him be an asshole. I was like, yes, it's Tywin. He's here. Because I hadn't seen him be an asshole. And then he died on a toilet, which was fucking awesome. I liked him, but not that much. Like, I have allegiances to characters, but they are not strong. Because I didn't care. Watching things and not caring about any of the characters is so much fun. I would definitely recommend people live life to the fullest. Only watch, like, maybe every 3 episodes and see what happens. To be fair, I agree. I think his first scene that I watched him in, he was, like, carving, up a deer. And from that point, I was like, oh, hey, it's deer carving guy. And he was really easy for me to remember for some reason. But happy for, happy that he got killed. That was a pretty big slay. I'm not gonna lie to you. Okay, I think that's enough fucking playing with this. We'll save this. Who else do I like? I forget. It's not fucking Daenerys anymore. Because she's fucking annoying now. It is unfortunate. Her character is, I get that she's like, every other scene is like porn bait, and I fucking hate that shit. Because she's cool as hell. But the fact that she keeps getting her clothes burned off and has to be naked in front of like a crowd of like 100,000 people is unfortunate. And I wish they'd stop doing that. And my watching the show has also changed my perspective of one of my favorite English teachers that I had back in high school. He was obsessed with Daenerys. Like, he had her as his desktop background, and he was like a feminist king, right? And I was like watching this happen, and I was like, D&D. Who? Forced Amelia to do it when she refused. Oh. That's awful. I don't. See, because I already didn't really like it very much, considering it was 19 and had no intimacy. Oh. Oh? Now, I have never heard of an intimacy coordinator before now, but it sounds kind of important now that you've said that. So, yeah, I'm feeling pretty similarly to that. That's pretty shitty. Fucking hello. What is it? 527. No wonder I felt the show is kind of icky to watch. Line warm no, line fan and plant. No, I guess it kind of makes sense to a degree. It's not good. Like, don't fucking get me wrong. But it makes sense to a degree that happened. It's not bad. Thank you. Thank you. First of all, it didn't go in the direction I wanted it to, is mostly what I'm upset at. It's not that it's bad necessarily. It's just it's not what I had intended or hoped, but that's okay. It's just supposed to be a warm-up, so it's not anything crazy. Export. I have to fucking... I'm so damn distracted all the goddamn time. But anyway, it kind of makes sense that they did that. Considering the, very bizarre treatment of women characters over the course... Hi, Bully! Over the course of the, show as a whole. The frequent need to parade women through the streets and throw fruit at them, I haven't enjoyed very much. And it's not like I liked any of the characters that they were doing that to. But that doesn't mean I felt good watching it, you know? And I don't care if that was how things were in medieval times and how women go through a lot. I actually don't give a fuck. This is a fucking fantasy book. You are writing the shit you are writing the culture. And even if it is barbaric and awful, it's just weird that we don't see at least an equal, part of, like, men being humiliated or, I don't know, there's all of the girl problems is, like, sexual violence, and then all the men problems are just regular violence, and it's like, can I have less sexual violence and more regular violence? Is that a weird thing to ask for? But without the critique from the show's right. Exactly. It's a matter of the show normalizing that behavior rather than being like, this is a bad thing. Instead, the woman just kind of take it, move on, and pretend it didn't happen after a certain point. In fact, Cersei went through the whole walking through the streets naked with the fruit throne thing, and her gut instinct, I mean, not like in direct tandem, but she definitely didn't, like, try to kill the guy specifically who had done this to her. She ended up killing Marjorie as well, and she didn't have any good relationship with women in general either. And Yeah, I don't know. I think the woman should get to kill more men, and I think they should do it for fun. Oh, yeah, that was pretty cool. That was pretty awesome. Yeah, I agree. This probably one of my favorite parts that I got to see as a treat. Yeah, it was like, what the fuck? That show is awful, terrible. And don't get me fucking wrong. I like Theon. I'm a Theon fan. In fact, you could call me a Theon fan. But uh, that's worse. Is when they put the crazy shit from the show that's just like violent against women, and it's not in the books. It's like, okay, did you really have to do that? Because it wasn't in the books. And I get that the show isn't like, shot for shot the books, but like to a degree, did we have to make it worse? Wonderful's. Oh, cool. And and I'm of the mind that a show doesn't have to be good, or a movie or whatever doesn't have to, you know, follow exactly down to the letter to the source material for it to be a good um recreation or whatever. Um but you definitely don't have to be weird about it. You could add scenes that add to the story or are cool. Like if there were less dragons in the books and you added another, fuck yeah, dude, I love dragons. That shit rocks. But like rape I'm not a fan of. I'm a hater. It's disgusting. So what the fuck? And there's not a whole lot of woman characters who are hanging out together. It's always just woman pitted against other women, and then other men, but they always seem to lose against the men. That's definitely one of the biggest things that I've noticed and haven't liked very much about the show. Um some of these people definitely needed to go to jail. Okay, what? Where did I? Forget it. We'll just start. No. Where did I put that? Okay, found it. Oh. Okay, it turns out I was kind of cooking with the Met Gala outfit, so I might keep going. You will. We're gonna do it on white, though, because I did not like drawing on green. People draw on different colors all the time to um like have it be easier on the eye. I'm a whore, I guess, and can't fucking stand it. Cause the thought of drawing on green made my stomach hurt, not literally. Okay, this is our better version. We'll start with this guy. Okay, where's our references. So, it's been a while since we've done the Met Gala outfit, so we're gonna have to reorient. Oh, wrong one. So this was our mood board situation. So we were doing a combination of wood, sand, and glass to be the hourglass, which is fucking crazy that no one thought of. They all thought of it individually, but we are so cool and thought of it all together. I don't know how ornate I want the wood to be, and I don't know that I want it to be a corset either. But I do want the cane. I forgot we want the cane. The cane was supposed to be the wood element, like connecting it back. I think we're going to pull just this front pose for now. We copy, paste. Oh shit. We'll get rid of everyone else for now. Freeze. Very nice. This can go too. Okay. Feeling better about the Met. I had stopped for so long working on the Met Gala outfit. I was so scared that it was going to that it wasn't going to go my way returning to it. So thank God there's hope. I have the mood board. The shoes are going to be fun for me. I think we're going to squash the other leg down. Or we can just move it. Off a distance. Proximity. Vision of me. This to me. Yosemite. I don't know if everybody is on Twitter, but the one of the more popular accounts. Okay, not popular. Everyone fucking hates him for some reason. I'm one of his greatest fans. But it's this menswear blogger, and for some reason he blew up on Twitter, and I'd say he's an old timer. He posts great. I am a menswear guy defender. And so he typically what he posts is like critiques and tips about how to like it's men's fashion. Obviously he's a men's fashion blogger, but he typically posts critiques and tips of on men's fashion. And so people will say something about an outfit in a positive or a negative way, and he might be there. And I think someone had the post is probably pretty deep in my likes, but the guy who was posting initially, not menswear guy, was complaining about Alton Mason's Met Gala outfit. And I think he had either tagged menswear guy in the post or something. Now, if you recall, I am a fucking big fan of Alton Mason. Don't know who he is, don't know what he gets up to. I just know that he kind of slays at the Met Gala. At least that one time. He wasn't terrible this time either. I was definitely a fan of it in comparison to a lot of the other slop we were given this year. But the menswear guy basically did like a fucking um an in-depth explanation on why Alton Mason's outfit was good. Slayed that shit. Love when he is chill. Um and one of my favorite things about menswear guy is he loves to talk about walkable cities. And that's something I also love to talk about. I'm just like, yes, let's make this shit walkable or whatever. It's something that I love to be annoying about. And so he just does that. He's just like, you want to know what would be really great right about now? Going for a little walk down to the coffee shop to get a little coffee in my silly little outfit. And he is just like me for real, except I don't have a silly little outfit. I'm normal. And by normal I mean I wear a t-shirt. If you're lucky, a jacket. Actually, it is not hard to see me in a jacket. I am a jacket defender. Um, but his Twitter really broke my brain. I'm I think about men's fashion all the time as a result of him. And it's like it's not something I was ever really taught. Um, I'll give you three guesses as to why. Oh, my dad isn't actually like into fashion all that much either. So it's not like it's not like we're super well off or anything. So it's not like fashion isn't something necessarily that we value. Um, but my mom also has like a fucking complex um about uh what to wear because her mom cared more than she does. So as a result, my mom doesn't care. Um, but I forget where I was going with this. It was probably nowhere. I love to yap. Okay. This is kind of. I'm a woman's fashion girly, even though I dress like trash. So just gonna. Say no more. I will get you the link right fucking now. It's He's interesting because he talks a lot about things that I just don't think about. Like you kind of seen a man in a suit, and if it fits okay, you're kind of like, yeah, this guy looks fine. Um um sorry, gay people on the fucking timeline. Um men's hold on, dye work dye workwear. Um stress like trash. I I am I am in the same boat. Let me see if I can get you a good post at least to start you off well. Um. Oh yeah, this is a fucking all timer. Okay, here's a good post. Um. He's so fucking funny. Um. But there's a lot of stuff that he points out that I just don't fucking think about. Um. You're welcome. Um. Like color gaps and pants breaks and I don't know anything about fashion, any fashion. Men's, women's, it doesn't fucking matter. I don't know anything. But every year, early May, I love to pretend. And we've got some fashion books at the library that I work at, and I've been meaning to look at them. Um, but I just don't. And they're not even necessary. Yeah, the llama. He'll do shit like that all the time. He's fucking funny as hell. I think he kind of is aware that his extremely niche interest slash job is a little goofy to a lot of people. But yeah, people hate him because he shows up on their timeline a lot, and that pisses people off. But I am a die workwear defender. But um there is a menswear book at the library, and there's a fashion illustration book at the library. It's kind of ass. I looked through it because there was a competition to draw a jacket. Um and if you drew the jacket, you got the jacket for free. Okay, well, if you drew the jacket and then won, you got the jacket for free. And I love free things, and also jackets, and also when the jacket that wouldn't be free if I bought the jacket is $220. Um so free sounded pretty good. To me. Um Perhaps not many people would agree. But I had tried drawing the jacket, and I'd spent a lot of time thinking on how I'd go about presenting the jacket. Because a lot of people, I had gone through the entire tag. So the way you entered the competition is you tagged um the person who made it, and or not tag, but I think you tagged them, and then you also hashtagged it, um whatever fucking tag they made up. And so they um I'll leave it alone. Um what the fuck was I saying? I don't remember. I think I need a thinner. That's good. Um I completely fucking forgot. Such is life. Um Fuck it, we ball and whatnot. Maybe I'll focus this way. School as before. The voice right. It's bad. I forget what I'm saying in the middle of a sentence, so you're gonna be hearing a lot of that if you're around. Like, oh, so happy it's working out for you at least. Okay, I said a cane. I've been letting go. Maybe wood highlight elements. I feel like we need a sort of sand interior, right? So the sand should be around here, and possibly in an hourglass shape. Um Sand so it I me. Okay. So maybe the side profile can be a little bit of an hourglass. I don't want it to in the front. I feel like that's too obvious. It's too easy. Um so from the side, which we do get, so we can get a little side action over here. I don't like the one shoulder either. Fuck off. I don't want to listen to the song. Okay, let's take this out of the legs. I am sick to death of this song. Goodbye. Fuck you. Actually, that was good. Okay. The glass is another troublesome area. We could make it look like glass, as in, like, it's actually, like, clear plastic. I have never considered knees in drawings before, now, but now I can't stop thinking about it. Knees are so there. I'm a leg fan. I don't know if you can tell. um, but ugh. Arms is where you lose me. I've always drawn the knees. Oh, Rose is certainly giving legs, and that's not even the best I got. I've got some leggy characters there. I have a bit of a problem, and it's called the character has to have good legs or I die. I don't like this asymmetrical thing we have going on. This is hard. Oh, I forgot. He's on a different layer. I can do whatever I want. Oh. So mad. Armor. Don't leave me waiting. Waiting. I was confident like 30 seconds ago, and now I don't know what to do. You keep from me. I'm just gonna start going. Fuck it, we ball. I'm thinking. Just think. Where's my brush? Come back. Okay. Thank you. Okay. Hold on. I might be fucking cooking here. So the shawl, or whatever the fuck, is the hourglass shape. And so then it's kind of sheer in certain spots or something. I don't know. Like it can kind of have like and then it can have like a sheer area in the center here and have the sand look like it's falling into this pile. That will be very hard to figure out, but that's okay. We're just brainstorming right now. Sorry, I don't want to else. Bye. No, thank you. 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 That's fine. Okay. Okay, I actually hate this. Let's start over. Turns out fashion design is actually hard. Not many people know this. Sorry, hit the mic. I don't know if that affected you. My bad. Maybe we don't have to take the hourglass thing literally. Hold on. Glass being made. Ooh, we don't care about it. No, I mean like literally. Is glass made of Yeah. What are those crazy like desert glass things? Like natural glass. Not sea glass, that's not natural, you dumb piece of shit. I swear to God, there was like this crazy ass phenomena. I could be thinking of a video game. That is a possibility. But there's this crazy thing that happens where like if sand gets hot enough, it'll like turn into glass. Hold on. Okay, I think it does happen. Okay, it's lightning. My lunch begins and ends with making glass of background. I know that's about the same boat I'm in. The so it sounds like if lightning hits sand, it makes fulgurite, which is glass. So that's cool as hell. And then if you like sand it down or whatever. Mr. Worldwide! Yes! Girlfriend, and meet me at the hotel room. Okay. I'm gonna throw some reference pictures in here. I want some, like, shiny shit. I didn't want to look at the picture. I wanted to look at the... Thank you. Okay. Libyan desert glass is a natural glass. Doesn't form from volcanic eruptions. Blah, 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 blah. A gift from space. Oh. It's space rock. I think. So here's an example of that. So we can go we've got some options. Like, I feel like this dress example is no longer helpful to us. Thus, we will get rid of it. Depending on if I can fucking find the layer. Really did myself a lot of favors here. Alright? Alright. Goodbye. Okay. Okay, I think I have something. We can do a wooden corset, like I said I was going to avoid, but that's okay. It can. Maybe I should do this in a different color. Brown. Okay. I don't think it is. Okay, hold on. Well, eh. So I'm thinking the wood can kind of I don't know if anybody has seen those like tables where it's like a wood piece and then they like carve a divot into it and then they run like resin through. Let me see if I can find one. Damn, if I let them catch up, it's easy to see that you're fed up. Resin wood tables. Cause he didn't know any better. Girl, that man didn't show any effort. Do all I can just to show you special. Typically, they're like river-y, where like the resin is blue and it looks kind of like a river. This is an example, a very large example. Little bit of spliffing, get high. I'm gonna look for a better one. I know there's okay. This is good. Play this song for him, just this song. This one's great. In fact, get rid of this piece of shit. We don't need it. So like this. So, but instead of it being like river-esque, it's gonna be the glass. So that's our glass element of things. Is it's like the lightning had struck the corset, kind of, and the glass is running throughout the wood. Or we could make it a sand corset and have the wood exist elsewhere. I'm not sure where, and I don't know how the sand would translate very well. I don't know if we could get it to make sense that way. Um, but then again, they did that here, and it looks great, but I'm not sure. But I guess the glass being sand in the sand would make more sense. Uh-uh. Feel like I'm gonna want some asymmetrical shit anyway, so let's should probably a little bit smaller. And then we can have this one stretch out. Okay. We're cooking. If we wanted, we could have the glass continue outside of the corset. Oh, and then the back could be really cool. Like, it could be like leaking down the back a little bit. I don't know. So then the back could be open and just glass. I am so... I would have won the Met Gala, I think. Look for the things I said I will. Now the shape. Hot, thank you. The corset shape is where we start to have trouble. Sin bruises over my skin. I promise you won't feel a thing. No. 'Cause everything the world could throw will stand in front or take the blow for you. For you. We'll kind of do a... I'm gonna stroke. It up for all I'm worth. This looks like it would be extremely fucking uncomfortable. That's okay. Sacrifices I am willing to make. We could give this like a rougher edge here. It could also kind of turn into bark, maybe? I'm really leaning into the wood and kind of getting rid of the sand. The hourglass element is no longer here, but that is okay. And then this could kind of be like the rings of the wood. For you promise you will never feel a thing. Kind of have more wood. And kind of have it end back there. Okay. That feels cool and good. That'll... yeah. Okay, that's fine. Do we keep the sand? We could. Now, I know we tried to lean out of no sand. Or we get... wait, what did I ask? Let me try again. I know we tried to stray away from the flower garden-esque thing because every fucking freak under the sun was like, it's time to show up in a flower. I say no to sand. I like the tree. Okay. Thank you. Because then what we could do is we could lean into like a rebirth situation, like lightning, fire, death of the tree, but maybe some growth someplace else. I'm obviously going to add a crown of thorns because I like religious connotation, like religious iconography. So that's a must. Of course. But I think the like less flower and more tree related thing we have going on is interesting. So we'll do that. And I think the crown of thorns will of course have to be in glass because it'll kind of parallel the lightning thing we've got going on. You know what I'm saying? Just being with him. Now you must wake up. All dreams must end. Take off your makeup. Party's over. It's all over, my friend. Or I could get real fucking freaky with it. Is over. It's time to call it a day. Now you must wake up. All dreams must end. Take off your makeup. The party's over. It's all over. It's all over. Hey, stop loading. Pay attention. Hello? Hey, I'm drawing here. Thank you. Fuck. And in glove, out of our behinds. This one is different because it's us. Wherever we please. So the lightning kind of like wraps around the head a little bit. And it kind of like ends in a crown. Do you see what I'm doing? Do you get it? Is it reading okay? Or it can be separate and kind of like be implied to be connected, so there's still movement. Oh, okay. It's still glass, but we add leaves. So it's like the do you right? So it's kind of like it could be perceived as lightning or as a tree. Ooh, yes, exactly what I was thinking. Ooh. All right, we're fucking cooking. The only problem we are going to have is the bottom half, which we always have problem with every fucking year. Cuz I can never decide if I should like throw the men a bone, the hypothetical men that I'm designing for. If I should throw them a bone and be like, "No, it's a um um uh it's pants, you're welcome," or if I should be like, "Okay, fuck you, skirt." I'll probably never see you again. Okay. And the leaves will be probably pretty sparse. Okay, you need to design for some it's just like Doja. She don't give a fuck if she can move. Thank you. I am honored you'd say such a thing. I don't know if you saw what she wore this year. But I'm deeply fucking upset that she showed up in that shit. Oh shit! Happy 9:05, everybody. Time certainly does fly. Oh fuck! I have to run an ad. If I could get any motherfucker to wear my shit, it would be Alton Mason, hands down. Again, don't know who the fuck he is. I just know that he models, and he showed the fuck up in 2023. That shit rocked. But anyway, I have to run my ad. Thank you for your high fives. They're appreciated as always. I will be right back and we'll fucking keep this shit cooking. I will return shortly. Everybody sit tight during the ad. Okay, I'm back now. Hope everyone enjoyed their ad. If you received one, I actually don't hope that. I fucking hate ads, and we all know that. I just don't know what to say when I come back from ads. Thank you. It's good to be back. Coming back from ad is always one of my worst nightmares because I can't say I hope you enjoyed the ad because I know you fucking didn't. Ads suck shit. Okay. But maybe it's just me who hates ads. Thank you. It is good to be back. I appreciate it. I just get so visceral. I apps that don't let me block the people. Twitter's the only one that does this, where it's like, Twitter will let you block the person pushing the ad out, which I think is awesome. And I think more apps should do that. I have been utilizing the I don't want to fucking see this shit more often than I used to. But I think that's for everybody and not just ads. We don't gotta hide. You get the idea. Okay. We've reached the most difficult part. I feel like there should be something on the arms, too. I feel like this isn't enough. I know their arms are blank, I just don't. I don't know. No, we don't gotta hide what you lie down and miss. I'm about to get real controversial with it. Okay, hit the... No other half. It ends alongside, like a toga. Fortunately, as a result, I don't know what... Well, hold on. No, I got it. It's kind of like the core here. Okay. That feels good. Kind of have a... like one big branch. Fuck it, Weeball. Have it like wrap around the arm. And I feel like we can kind of have it imply roots, kind of. Like the hand is where the roots are. So it can have like... I feel like tassels will be better. Like, I feel like we've got a lot of the like branchy kind of things, so it can kind of turn into a glove situation, maybe. But you can't fucking see it, so who cares? Doesn't matter. We would not cry for anyone. Forgot Scots. Okay, never mind. Forget it. Feel like some carving right here would be really great. I just don't know what. I think that's just circumstantial, though. I could make it less carvable. There, that was easy. Okay. Anyway. Stick on me. Oops. He's too rough and I'm too delicate. Okay. Right then, womanhood. I don't. I like the concept of it being like like the bark. I don't. Uh, it's too. Maybe it could be like cracked, like chippy. Maybe. I don't think I like that either. But a smooth cut feels like the wrong way to go. Hey. Okay. I think our best bet for the bottom half is fire. I fucking hate red and orange. So this is going to be hard for me. But we push forward. We persevere. But I feel like the... Oh. You kind of drive it down a little. Okay. A pointed end. We'll talk about that. We'll come back. And I guess I could cheat and have it be like the hottest flame and have it be like white or something. But imply fire. Let me get some fire reference pictures. Oh, leave you. Fire. I believe you. As long as it's free. Zoe's a woman to me. You take care of yourself. I also like brown and orange is like we'll talk about it. We haven't even gotten to the coloring stage yet, so I don't know what I'm bitching about. She just changes her mind. Ow. Okay. Fire is like almost... I feel like we have to imply the fire more than anything. Because I feel like it has to be sleek. We could make it layered. Layered and different. I feel like we've got too much going on down here to have it be too much on the bottom. She just changes her mind. We could go the pants route, which I don't care for. She's earned her degree. Okay, this has to fucking go. I'll figure that out later. Bell bottoms. Wouldn't that be fucking crazy? I think that would be a little bonkers. Probably no bell bottoms, but that was a very funny thought that I had. I don't. Tapered, perhaps. It's come and go, they go. Is it me or vertigo? Sit aside, you and I. You and I. Enough. Or are we tripping? Maybe. I think uh the shoes will probably be ash if we're making the pants fire. Living in the moment. Because we could probably, like, cut pieces of the pants out. Or... or have them be gradient or something. I don't know. Chat, do you have any opinions on the pants? Any ideas? I'm stuck. I don't know what to do. Because I feel like they have to be an interesting shape. Or a skirt. I don't think fire skirt is the answer. And a smile on her face, I guess I deal with it. Okay. I hear you. I will put the bell bottoms back into play. We will see what happens. I bell bottoms are my favorite pants shape. It just doesn't. I guess it just gives me more of like a fun, silly vibe almost, as opposed to on fire. Um, okay, you might actually be cooking. I guess I just have to trust myself. I think we're gonna break out the car and see what we can do from there. Okay, fucking. As a treat. The top down singing your favorite songs. Okay. Time did it always get the words wrong. You was your biggest fan. But you never forget it. New man doesn't love you like I did. Does he love you like I did? He love you like I did. Oh. Okay. Okay. And then black. And then dark gray. Maybe even a little white. Okay, I think for the bottom, it'll probably like be like ashy kind of, is what I'm thinking. I don't know how well that'll translate, but we'll give it a little test as a treat. And I might get real silly with it and kind of have invisible strings hanging some ash off. Okay, you get the idea. Thank you. I thought so as well. Okay. I fucking can't stand the fact that it's gonna be orange. From here, it's great. We'll see what we can do. So it'll be darker. I forgot. He's on the bottom layer. That's okay. Don't worry about it. Right, like, I don't know. That's better. Moving right along. Okay, I don't hate it. Needs a little work, I think. This is not a very good blender. Someone fucking do something. Yellow cabbage. Yeah, for you. Fancy free. Share it with me. On the road. Or, okay, I had the idea of all time. It might actually be dog shit, but let's give it the old college first. So instead of baking the fire right into the pants are ash. The pants are just ash. And then we add like but there could be like a little beading, perhaps. Didn't mean to do that, but it looks nice. And then on top of it, we have like is this, yes, throw that down. Kind of like a see-through sheer fabric on top. Fancy free. Ready for me. No, thank you, Marina. I'm busy, actually. Goodbye. Or another option. I think the ash pants will need to be darker at the top for this to work. Shut the fuck up for a second. Okay. Whoa, 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 whoa. So we only have it connect at certain parts. And it can be layered kind of Um, I don't want it to be too skirt-esque, to be honest with you. Because skirt on pants looks fucking stupid. It's a little Y2K. Please stop loading, thank you. Everything that you need. And then we can add beads on the bottom of this as well. And then it kind of hangs in pieces. So wrong. Still want a little bit of see-through. But it's like... Yeah. Okay. The pants are there. Okay. Shoes. Shoes. It was so easy last year. At least I had, like, inspiration from all the outfits. This year was ass. What was that? I'm still pissed. It's almost been a month since the Met Gala happened, and I'm pissed still. Get me. It was, oh god, it was awful. And what sucks is Carl, the fucking Carl theme, I really, really enjoyed. I only just recently started tuning into Met Gala, so it was like the Gilded Age, Karl Lagerfeld, and then this one. And I had been tuned in enough at this stage to be like really excited for this year's Met Gala. But instead, it fucking sucked shit. Who did that? Why did we come out in droves for some racist man? But as soon as the theme actually had some fucking potential, we had to be boring as hell. Huh? What's with that? Um like I don't even remember my favorite outfit from this year because of how awful it was. This is probably yeah. No thank you. No thank you. That's fine. Okay. Maybe I should tint the glass a little bit. Shaped by the things I do, you to tell me how. Love could be bent by you, could be different. Shoes. Oh, to be a happy man too. Change the things I do, be out of hand. Breaks on you. Oh, to be a happy man too. Buy yourself a dream. While you're looking. Buy yourself a car and a house to live in. Get yourself a girl, someone different. Go-go boots. How do we feel on that? Do-do-do-do-do. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. It's gonna do. Hold on, you could be different. Something new. Could be anything. Oh, to be a happy man, too. Buy yourself a dream. How's it looking? Buy yourself a car and a house to live in. Get yourself a girl, someone different. Yourself a dream. Let me nothing. Okay. I will tentatively add some like light glass. Like, ooh. Forgot. Oh, yeah. Okay. Could be different. Something new. Anything. Oh, to be a happy man, too. Buy yourself a dream. How's it looking? Buy yourself a car and a house to live in. Get yourself a girl, someone different. A dream won't mean nothing. Okay. I think the blue is good. I don't think it needs to be any darker than this. I think what would be really cool is if we... So the sand on her shoulder, I feel like that could be a really fun addition. But instead of sand, we will do ash. No. Where's my wandering boy tonight? The boy of my tenderest care. Found it. To life. Tenderest care. Oh, I'm on the wrong layer. I was like, why is it so light? What the fuck is going on? Ding doo. Oh shit, it's cooldown time. Okay, hold on. Snee. I think, like, the fingers are dipped in it. Where is my boy tonight? Oh, where? Okay! Hell yeah! Hell fucking yeah! I think this is our most interesting year so far. And it's all thanks to how fucking boring everyone else was. Is my boy tonight? Actually, you're right. That does need to go underneath. Whoops. Okay. I'm fucking excited as hell for this. This is awesome. Okay. Oh, I don't want to save as. Thank you. You just save regular. I think for this... I think for today's warm-up, I ended up rolling... Scooby-Doo, which is exciting. I I don't know if I want to do the um uh hold on, let me get out of this. File open. It overflows. I love him. He knows. Cooldowns template. I can either on my art journal, which I pre-write all of the um cooldowns and warm-ups on. Um so I can either do a main character from Scooby-Doo, or I can do the Las Vegas character from What's New Scooby-Doo. Thanks, guy. Okay. I forget his name. I can't believe they've only been to Vegas once. That's crazy. Uh, uh, it's called Riva Ras Vegas, the episode. Okay, characters, please. Ghost. Oh, it's Rufus Ruckus. I forgot. Rufus Ruckus. Scooby-Doo. Row. Coast. Okay. Oh, he's kind of fruity too. That's crazy. He's got the pose he does. Uh, uh. Okay. Time lapse. Okay, perfect. Whoa. Say goodnight. Okay. I'm moving this shit over here. Rufus Ruckus, let's go. What should he be doing? Because I had a plan for what I'd draw Scooby and Shaggy doing. Bending? So true. So true. Maybe I think we can get a little silly with it. I love making cooldowns harder for myself. I don't know how to. Hold on, I got it. Whoa, where are we going? Fuck off. I don't want to go there. Please take me home. Thank you. One of my favorite things to do is to make the cooldowns more complicated for me. As in adding like a crazy amount of like perspective for some fucking reason. Except it gets like really small down here. I think he needs to get thinner faster. I think this was gonna be a rough one for sure. It's kinda... This is hard. Let's start over. Let's go ahead and move this. Blow it up slightly. We want to make it smaller, actually. Oops, that's fine. Don't fucking worry about it. Okay, and then we want... Might bust out the Scooby-Doo villain tier list. To see what other villains I could draw. He does not need to be that boobalicious, but that's okay. It's fine. It's not my fault. That the vampire... Luckily I still have that one. I think I lost my my Gotham one, who I will miss dearly. I know you said that and the Vampire Diaries one was the only valid ones, but I miss my um my Gotham one because I know there were some funny sillies on there. Damn, you want to know what we should have done? We should have done a Game of Thrones one. Because literally my favorite activity is moving them up and down the tier list as we watch the show. We need to return to tradition, I think. We still get... Yeah, but we're almost done. And I don't like Daenerys anymore, so she's gonna go near the bottom of the tier list. So I don't even get to move her from one spot to the other. It's just gonna be the shitty spot by default because she's being kind of annoying. Nope, nope, nope. She is being very annoying. Wow, wow, wow. Ooh. They really made me, then replaced me. Feel like I'm chosen. Probably shouldn't have done that. Shh. It's not 10 o'clock. What the fuck are you talking about? Ah, son of a bitch. I didn't stop it fast enough. Oh, what the hell? Spotify? Oh, that's so fucked. My song. She's gone. Oh, oh. Forgot about his fuck ass outfit. How could I have done such a thing? So let's fucking go. Hell yeah. That's what life is all about. You said fucking we ball and then did. No. That's good. Okay. No sunrise has gone. Shadows bring. Has gone. Okay. Has gone. Thinking about the Scooby Doo fan film. Hope the second one comes out soon. I forget when he said. I'll have to crack the sneak peek open and see when he said that'd be coming out. If we're lucky, soon. Me that way. Please, Jesus Christ. Break my heart. Don't look too deep into those angel eyes. Don't look too deep. Don't look too deep. You tilted, so we were busy building. Mid-November, sit on a half-full coffee. Who's not me? You're a carbon copy. The exit. I was moving into your apartment when you. Okay, I feel like that's good. Going back, but I can't say it out loud. Okay, I'm going to set you free. Sorry. I got really, really into drawing Rufus Rackus. And I'm sorry for the man that I became in those 10 to 15 minutes. Oh, it's literally not my bad. Okay? He's just very attractive and it's not my fault. All right. Anyway, it is old week, so we'll go ahead and toss a raid over to someone old. Struggle Book is on, and he's always a classic. Emma, I feel like we could probably raid later this week. I feel like we just raided her not too long ago, so we'll go ahead and give us some time. You are very welcome to stream. I will see everybody tomorrow for Yakuza. But we made such good progress today. I feel very good about the direction we're taking the Megala outfit. And we got some warm-ups and shit done. So, fucking rock on. I will see everybody tomorrow for Yakuza. Guys, be out there. I love you. Found someone to make